The following is transcribed.
Welcome to the Bat-Supe Swell Prizes Saga, Reheated. Gadgets and booklets and ideas, oh my! The new Bat-Supers membership kit is a huge hit, and with good reason. It's bursting at the seams with cool gadgets and big ideas. Time to break open our own Swell prize featuring lots of neat toys, plenty of practical items, and tips and tricks on dealing with nuclear fission galore! A clandestine government agency with bottomless pockets providing prizes for a kid's superhero fan club? Well, sure, when you put it that way, it seems like a bad idea. How bad? We'll find out after this important message.
Rip, write, and remit. That's the phrase you'll want to remember, gang, if you're hoping to score that sweet, sweet Bat-Super scholarship. Rip the label off any specially marked can of never nutritious, definitely delicious Bat-Supe. Then write in your name, address, and in 25 words or less, what you love about math and science and how you could make the world a better place with a keen college diploma. Then remit it by dropping your Bat-Supe can label into any mailbox because we've already paid the postage for you. Yes, sir. Well, that's our little way of already investing in your personal future, gang. Isn't it keen to know that your friends here at Bat-Supe have always got your back? So, rip, write, and remit, gang, and get ready for a super bright future from all of us here at Bat-Supe, available wherever fine podcasts are sold. If E is for effort and A is for alliteration, we're giving that phrase an F for both.
Curtain. Music.
Just because something's new and improved doesn't mean that it was old and lousy before, gang. No, sir. Take, for instance, the Bat-Supers membership kit. Think of it as a keen Swell Prizes starter kit because of all the cool stuff that's inside. And now, thanks to our new partnership with the top-secret military contractor known as Codename Slingshot, we're getting even more cool stuff inside. Like the Batman Night Vision mini flashlight with 3 different light modes, and the Swell Guide to Using High Voltage to Wire the Batcave booklet that's included inside each and every kit. And speaking of the kit itself, we've even upgraded the packaging. Imagine all this stuff coming inside a Swell tin that's shaped like the Batarang launcher that Batman and Robin used to scale tall buildings. Well, that's a mighty keen-looking package, and it even has a working trigger mechanism. Yes, sir, fellas and girls. Your imaginations will absolutely fly away with you with these kits. And to get yours, just show your Bat-Supers membership card at your local police station, or mail off the handy form under the labels of specially marked cans of never nutritious, definitely delicious Bat-Supe, available wherever fine podcasts are sold. Knowledge is power, provided you have a power source. Gang, sometimes there are surprises around every corner, like, say, the new Bat-Supers membership kit. Well, our friends at Codename Slingshot have really put a lot of thought and care into this special collection of gadgets and gizmos that are guaranteed to take your imaginations to new heights. Not only will you find mighty nifty things like the Batman Detective Kit with real fingerprint powder and the Superman Laser Vision magnifying glass, but new items like the Batman Night Vision mini flashlight with 3 different light modes and some handy guides for using electronics in the booklets Batman's Guide to Basic and Advanced Electronics Control, and Batman's Guide to Using High Voltage to Wire the Batcave. Why, the educational material alone will keep you entertained and, more importantly, learning for hours and hours. And there are plenty more items where those came from, gang, and it's all put together in a special collectible tin in the shape of Batman and Robin's Batarang launcher, complete with actual working trigger mechanism. And all you have to do to get yours is fill out the Swell form under the label of cans of never nutritious, definitely delicious Bat-Supe. You don't need to send money, just make sure your name and address are included so we can send you your neato-rific, new and improved Bat-Supers membership kit. And it's all for you from Bat-Supe, available wherever fine podcasts are sold. Knowledge comes, but wisdom lingers, unless it doesn't. We've been getting your letters, gang, and the verdict is in. Everyone is loving these new and improved Bat-Supers membership kits. What with the old standby items from the original membership kits, plus all the new stuff like the handy guides on electronics and using high voltage to wire the Batcave. But one thing we're seeing over and over is the question, what's the Petri dish for? Well, fellows and girls, that little Petri dish is part of a great big surprise. Now, we're not going to spoil it for you just yet, but we do want to commend you, that means to give you lots of kudos, gang, on your keen observation skills and your inquisitive natures. That means your natural curiosity. We'll also give you a little advice. You might want to clear off a spot on your bedside table to put that little Petri dish, because coming soon to specially marked cans of never nutritious, definitely delicious Bat-Supe, there might be a little something you'll want to put into that little dish. Yes, sir. Having a top-flight military contractor, codenamed Slingshot, providing our new Swell prizes means that you'll be getting some really high-level stuff, gang, as if you couldn't already tell in our nifty new Bat-Supers membership kits. Remember, all you have to do to get one is either fill out and mail in the forms under the labels of Bat-Supe, or pop into your local police department and get one there while supplies last. Bat-Supe, available wherever fine podcasts are sold. Sometimes a problem isn't what you think it is.
It all sounds innocent enough and fun enough, but then, doesn't it always? We'll leave the Bat-Supers Club for now, as we tempt your taste buds with another Bat-Supe Extra Helping. Superman's greatest fear is about to be brought to life, thanks to some quick thinking by Lois Lane. What does it all mean? Find out in Part 1 of The Scarlet Widow, as originally broadcast on September 26, 1945.
Kellogg's Pep, the super delicious cereal, presents The Adventures of Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Yes, it's Superman. And today, at the conclusion of Clark Kent's amazing story of the planet Krypton, Lois Lane and Perry White are eager to question him. We'll join them in a moment. But right now, let's hear from our good friend, Dan McCullough.
Well, Pep Gang, another Wednesday rolls around, and boy, have I got big Kellogg's Pep news for you today. It's about that exciting new sundial wristwatch that Kellogg's Pep has had made especially for you to enjoy. No kidding, it's really a honey. It's about the size of the usual wristwatch with a regular strap for your wrist. It's made of real aluminum, shiny and bright, and you can tell the time by the sun. Now, in case you didn't know it, Pep Gang, telling time by the sun is nearly as old as the hills, and sundials have been used for thousands of years. That's why you'll get such a kick out of having your own modern-style sundial wristwatch. This beautiful instrument lies flat on your wrist until you're ready to use it. Then it's so easy to use. You just lift the shadow hand or pointer and aim it due north. See where the sun casts the pointer's shadow on the dial. Wherever the shadow lands, that's the hour of the day. What swell sport you can have playing games with a gang, or when you're on hikes or out in a boat, or anywhere in the sun you may be. Now, here's how you can get this real sundial wristwatch. Just send 2 box tops marked top from packages of that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal, Kellogg's Pep, along with 10 cents in cash and your name and address clearly printed to Superman, Box 157, Battle Creek, Michigan. I'll repeat that. Send 2 box tops marked top from packages of super delicious Kellogg's Pep, along with 10 cents in cash and your name and address clearly printed to Superman, Box 157, Battle Creek, Michigan. Don't let the other kids get theirs first. Send in tonight for your sundial wristwatch.
And now, the adventures of Superman. When Dr. Whistler, head meteorologist of the Metropolis Museum, died, Superman was alarmed because, apart from himself, only Whistler had known the importance of a meteor, a fragment of the former planet Krypton, which had fallen to Earth about a year ago and was now locked in the museum's vault. Deciding to take Editor Perry White and Lois Lane into his confidence, Superman, in his guise of Clark Kent, told them of the last days of the planet Krypton, where a race of Supermen once lived. Knowing the planet was doomed, Jor-El, a brilliant young scientist, had just completed a tiny model of a rocket ship when Krypton began to disintegrate. Placing his infant son in the rocket, Jor-El directed it toward Earth and sent it away just as Krypton exploded into 1,000,000 fragments. As we continue now, in Clark Kent's apartment, Perry White asks eagerly,
The baby in the rocket, it was Superman, wasn't it, Kent?
That's right, Chief. The rocket landed in a farmer's field not very far from here. The farmer and his wife rescued the baby and reared him as their own son. They gave him their name, and they
What name, Clark?
Why, he came to be known as Superman, of course, Lois.
Naturally.
Clark, how do you know all this?
Why, you might say I'm in Superman's confidence, Lois.
It's a great story for us Sunday magazine section. Oh, by the way, what happened to the farmer and his wife, Kent?
They both died a few years ago.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, go ahead, Kent.
Well, as we know, Superman has been of invaluable help to us. Time and again, he saved us from injury and, well, even death.
You can say that again.
Well, therefore, anything that may place him in danger is our concern.
Place Superman in danger? Are you kidding?
Unfortunately, I'm not, Lois.
Well, now, listen.
That piece of kryptonite you mentioned is Superman's deadliest enemy.
Eh?
What did you say?
I said that piece of kryptonite is Superman's deadliest enemy. If he comes within 10 feet of it, he loses all his strength and powers.
Who told you that fantastic story?
Kent, are you out of your mind?
All right, I don't blame either one of you for doubting me. But unfortunately, my only witness, Dr. Whistler, is dead. He alone could tell you that due to some unexplained chemical or physical action, the piece of kryptonite, when placed in the Earth's atmosphere, robbed Superman of his strength.
You mean that Dr. Whistler tested it on Superman?
Yes. That's why he sealed the meteor in his private vault at the museum.
Well, now...
We were at war then, and Superman was much too valuable to run the risk of placing him in danger. Well, now you know why I turned pale when I read about Whistler's sudden death. I could just see that vault being opened by those who had no knowledge of the meteor's power. And I could see it falling into the hands of Superman's enemies. That's what shocked me. And it still does.
You shouldn't wonder.
Clark, you're not making this up, are you?
Hardly, Lois. As a matter of fact, the only reason I'm telling you the story is because I need your help to destroy that piece of kryptonite forever. If it's not destroyed, Superman may be destroyed.
Well, there's only one answer to that. We'll get the museum and authorities to give the meteor up, take it out into the middle of the ocean, and dump it.
Oh, if that could be done, Chief, we'll have repaid our debt to Superman.
Why not? I've got some influence in this city. Matter of fact, I'm on the board of directors of the museum. I'll call the chairman first thing in the morning.
Well, that'd be wonderful, Chief. Oh, what's the matter, Lois?
Hmm?
Still don't believe what I've told you?
Oh, yes, I believe it all right. I was just thinking about some work I have to do at the office, Clark. I'd better run along. You could use some sleep anyway.
Oh, no, I'm fine now. Gee, I'm completely relieved.
Well, I'd better be going anyway. You coming, Chief?
Yeah, might as well.
All right, I'll open the door for you.
Now, Lois is right, Kent. You could use a good night's sleep.
Yes, I guess so. I'll be getting right into bed. Well, thanks a lot for coming over.
Ah, forget it. Well, good night.
Good night, Chief. Hi, Lois.
Good night, Clark.
Vastly relieved and almost a little proud of himself for having been able to tell Lois and Perry White the story without revealing that he is Superman, Clark Kent turns out the living room lights, steps into the bedroom, and is shortly asleep. Hours go by, and a clock in a church steeple not far distant is striking midnight when he is awakened by a raucous voice in the street below.
Extra, Superman in danger.
What's that? Superman in danger?
Read them all about it.
Great Scott, what's he talking about? Up with this window.
Extra.
Here's Boy.
Yes.
Boy, what paper are you selling?
Take it easy, Daily Planet.
Good Lord.
You want one?
No, never mind. Thank you. Daily Planet. So that's why Lois said she had to get back to the office. She wanted to catch the last edition with a story. Oh, the fool, the stupid little fool. Doesn't she realize what she's done? Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe she didn't print the facts. Oh, I hope that's it. I'll call her at home. What's her number? Oh, yes, I know. 6, 5, 2. Oh, this is terrible. Simply terrible.
Hello?
Hello, Lois.
Yes?
Clark Kent.
Oh, I thought you were going to bed.
Well, I did, but I was awakened by a newsboy shouting an extra. Lois, you didn't print the story I told you, did you?
Of course I did. It's sensational.
Oh,
The presses
Lois.
are still running.
But I told you not to let the story go any further, especially the fact that the kryptonite is in the museum vault.
I know, but I talked it over with Mr. White, and we decided it was too good to miss. Particularly since he's going to get that meteor out of the museum the first thing in the morning, and no harm can possibly be done.
Don't you realize...
Now go back to sleep and forget about
You
it.
shouldn't have done it, Lois. It was a mistake, a terrible mistake.
I don't think so. It's selling a lot of newspapers, and that's what counts.
That's not what...
Nothing's going to happen, so don't worry.
But...
Good night, Clark.
Good night, Lois.
Returning the telephone receiver to its hook, Clark Kent stares off into space for long moments, hoping against hope that Lois is right, that nothing will happen. But something does. We'll return in a moment to find out what it is, and to meet for the first time the most dangerous woman in the world. But first, we have something else important to tell you.
Well, still listening, Pep Gang? Why, that's just fine, because here's more news about that wonderful real sundial wristwatch that Kellogg's Pep is offering you and how you can get one. What a honey this sundial wristwatch is in bright aluminum with a smart strap that keeps it flat on your wrist. Now, it's about as big around as the usual wristwatch, and when you're all set to use it, you merely lift the shadow hand or pointer and aim it due north, being careful to keep the instrument level. The sun casts the shadow of the pointer on the dial, showing the hour of the day. It's a barrel of fun, gang, as well as something really worth having when you're out in the sun, away from any clock, say, on a scout patrol or in the country. I'm sure that you know that sundials have been used for telling time since ancient days when men still believed in witches and ghosts. And this one is a modern, streamlined version. Here's how you can get one. Just send in 2 box tops marked top from packages of that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal, Kellogg's Pep, along with 10 cents in cash and your name and address clearly printed to Superman, Box 157, Battle Creek, Michigan. I'll repeat that for you. Send in 2 box tops marked top from packages of that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal, Kellogg's Pep, along with 10 cents in cash and your name and address printed clearly to Superman, Box 157, Battle Creek, Michigan. Don't delay. Send for your sundial wristwatch tonight so that you'll get it that much sooner.
And now, back to the adventures of Superman. Our scene is the sumptuous living room of a penthouse suite in one of the most exclusive apartment buildings in Metropolis. A thin, gaunt woman dressed in scarlet is seated on a dark velvet couch. On either side of her, their bulging green eyes reflecting the light from a floor lamp, is a coal-black Persian cat. The woman is known only as the Scarlet Widow, and at the moment she is reading Lois Lane's story in the late edition of the Daily Planet, and her long, bony fingers are caressing the paper as though the story had pleased her. The ghost of a smile plays about her bluish lips, and spots of color highlight her sunken parchment-like cheeks. Suddenly she looks up, and the short, weasel-faced man standing in front of her smiles.
Interesting story, ain't it, Widow?
Yes, Snickers. Very interesting.
Lord blimey, wouldn't we have a rum go of it if we only had this Superman bloke under our thumbs, eh?
No reason why we can't, provided this story is true.
Oh, it's true, all right. There ain't nothing printed in the American papers what ain't true.
Your faith in things American sometimes turns my stomach, Snickers. Don't be a fool. Americans are trickier than any other people.
I wouldn't say that, Widow.
Well, I would, and I know them better than you do. I was born here. I've lived with them. And now I've come back to turn them over to the enemy. Funny, isn't it? You an Englishman and I an American, working for what is left of the enemy. A handful of Japs and Germans, still in hiding, waiting. planning.
I ain't working for nothing but money and plenty of it. Or just as soon cut the king's throat as Eroitos for the prize.
Beautiful sentiments, Snickers. Simply beautiful. But we're not cutting any throats. That's far too crude. The Scarlet Widow works with her mind, not her muscle.
Ain't that the truth?
Now, listen to me. You were perfectly right a moment ago when you said we'd have a rum go of it if we could get this Superman person under our thumb. Well, that's our goal, Snickers. And the first step is to lay our hands on the meteor mentioned in this story.
How do we go about it?
You're the best safecracker and lockpicker on the continent, bar none, aren't you?
According to Scotland Yard, I am.
Then a simple little museum vault should offer you no obstacle. It's now 10 minutes after midnight. By dawn, that meteor should be in our possession. Think you can do it?
If I can't with her, there ain't nobody what can.
Stroking her two sleek pets, the Scarlet Widow smiles understandingly. For a moment, her gray-green eyes resemble those of her cats. Then she nods.
I believe you're right, Snickers. If you can't, nobody can. I'm going to let you try it. Tonight.
And so, Clark Kent's fear that an enemy of Superman would come into possession of the one thing on Earth capable of rendering the Man of Steel harmless is about to be realized. What will happen? Will the Scarlet Widow get the piece of kryptonite? If she does, then what? Don't miss a word of tomorrow's tense, exciting episode. Superman is fighting for his very life, so join with him as he battles against the most dangerous woman in the world, the Scarlet Widow. Tune in tomorrow, same time, same station, and follow the adventures of Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Fellas and girls, be sure to follow the adventures of Superman. Brought to you every day, Monday through Friday, same time, same station, by the makers of that super delicious cereal, Kellogg's Pep.
And now, faster than a speeding bullet. It's part 2 of The Scarlet Widow, as originally broadcast on September 27th, 1945.
Kellogg's Pep, the super delicious cereal, presents
The Adventures of Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound. Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Yes, it's Superman. And today, as we know, the Man of Steel is in imminent danger, for the Scarlet Widow is making plans to secure the one great threat to his strength, the fragment of the planet Krypton. We'll join him as Clark Kent in a moment. But right now, your pal Dan McCullough is hearing some mighty exciting news from his cousin Doris.
Look, Danny, look. I just got my sundial wristwatch. Isn't it a beauty?
It sure is, Doris. Why, say, that's a real aluminum dial.
Of course. Shiny as anything. And look how the strap holds it nice and flat on my wrist.
Say, that's swell. Has your brother seen it?
Not yet. It just came. Pee-wee! Pee-wee!
What you want?
Come here a minute. I want to show you something.
Can't you see I'm busy?
Hey, you better come. You'll be missing out on something, Pee-wee.
Well, all right. Hi, Dan. What gives?
Gives plenty, pal. See what your sister has?
Yeah, look, Pee-wee. It's a real modern sundial wristwatch. Just timed by the sun.
Let me see. Hey, that's swell. How does it work?
Well, Pee-wee, first you lift this pointer here, and you aim it due north.
Then the sun's rays make the shadow form the dial. And wherever the shadow falls, that's the hour of day.
Right, that's all there is to it.
Say, Doris, you know the last comic book I got out of my allowance?
Yes?
I'll trade you 3 comic books for the sundial wristwatch.
Nope.
Please?
No, sir.
Oh, sis, I need that sundial watch. I can use it on hikes and when I'm on scouting patrol and out in the boat.
And I can use it, Mr. Pee-wee, for club meetings. And I go on hikes, too.
Oh, gee, Doris, come on.
Now, look, Pee-wee, why don't you send for your own sundial wristwatch? That's what the rest of the gang's doing. It's so smart-looking and so useful, everybody wants one. Easy to get, too. You just ask Mom to get you a good supply of that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal, Kellogg's Pep. Then, tear off 2 box tops, be sure you get the ones plainly marked top, and send them in, along with your name and full address, clearly printed and 10 cents in cash, to Superman, Box 157, Battle Creek, Michigan. You got that address? It's Superman, Box 157, Battle Creek, Michigan. And gang, do it right away. The sooner you send in, the sooner you'll get your modern streamlined sundial wristwatch from P.E.P. Pep, made by Kellogg's of Battle Creek.
And now, the adventures of Superman. For the first time in all his existence, Superman knows the meaning of fear. When a fragment of the planet Krypton, birthplace of the Man of Steel, came to Earth as a flaming meteor, Superman, in his guise of Clark Kent, learned to his horror that the green glowing piece of kryptonite in the Earth's atmosphere robbed him of his supernatural strength and powers and made him a weakling. Unable to venture close enough to the kryptonite to destroy it, he influenced a meteorologist at the Metropolis Museum to place it in a sealed vault. But now that man is dead, and Kent fears that the only weapon on Earth capable of destroying him may fall into the hands of his enemies. And strangely enough, he is right. For even now, a woman known as the Scarlet Widow is making plans to gain possession of the deadly weapon. It is shortly after midnight, and we find Superman in his guise of Kent at the home of Inspector Henderson, chief of the Metropolis Police Department. Listen.
I'm sorry to have had to drag you out of bed, Inspector, but the matter is urgent.
Well, whatever it is, I'm sure it could have waited until morning, Kent.
Oh, I'm afraid it can't. Here, read this.
Read what?
The story under the headline, Superman in Danger.
Hey, what is this, a gag?
No, it isn't. The story ran in yesterday's late edition of The Planet. Lois Lane wrote it.
Let's see. A great and powerful Superman is in great danger of meeting his master. We've learned today that a fragment of kryptonite capable of robbing Superman of all strength and power is reposing in a sealed vault at the Metropolis Museum. Hey, what sort of nonsense is this, Kent?
It's on the level, Inspector. There isn't time to go into detail. Lois had no business running the story, and what I'm afraid of now is that someone may try to get possession of that piece of kryptonite. And I want you to have it guarded.
Oh, go on back home, Kent, and take a cold shower.
No, wait.
Do you a world of good.
This is serious, Inspector. More serious than you realize. And every moment we waste is precious. Now, all I ask is that you authorize sending 50 men to guard the museum until morning. Now, is that asking too much when I tell you a great deal is at stake?
You know, I really think you're serious.
Of course I'm serious. It's a matter of life and death. Superman's life and death.
All right, Kent. You win. I'll call headquarters and okay it.
Good. I'll get the number for you.
Don't bother. I've got a direct line on this phone. Connect me with Sergeant Mulroney. I want you to understand, Kent, that I'm doing this on your word. If, by any chance, this is a gag or a practical joke, I'll see that you spend the rest of your life in the city jail on bread and water, and
but
don't
even
forget
as Inspector Henderson puts through the call that will throw a police guard around the Metropolis Museum, the fear in Clark Kent's mind is taking shape and form as a small sedan moves quietly through the dark streets of the city en route to the museum. At the wheel is a nondescript character in a checked cap, but in the rear seat, well hidden save at intervals when the yellow light of a street lamp flashes through the windows, are a strange couple. One of them is a woman, tall and thin and gaunt, garbed in scarlet. The other is a little sniveling cockney. The woman is known throughout the world as the Scarlet Widow. The little cockney's name is Sniggers. For long moments they are both silent. Then the woman speaks.
You told the driver exactly how to approach the museum, I hope, Sniggers.
I even drew him a map, I did.
Good. Then it should be smooth sailing. We'll circle the museum once to make sure the coast is clear. Then we'll drop you and wait for you on the southeast corner of 10th Street.
Righto.
It shouldn't take you very long.
The crack in the vault ain't going to take no time at all. It's finding it what's going to take the time.
Vaults are usually in the basement of a building. And remember, don't let the piece of kryptonite frighten you when you get the vault open. According to that story in the paper, it glows with an eerie, greenish light.
Oh, you can rest easy with her. It's as good as in your hands right now, it is.
The museum's on the next block. Look sharp, Sniggers.
Lord blimey! Hold up, Benny!
What's the matter, Sniggers?
Look, they got the museum surrounded.
Police. Hundreds of them.
No, there ain't that many, but there's enough. I ain't getting in there tonight, and that's a fact.
I'm not so sure. You get out and get as close to the museum as possible without being seen. Tell the driver to shut the motor off.
Shut it off, Benny. Now, what's on your mind, Widow?
You've got to get into that museum tonight, Sniggers. Police or no police. It's quite evident the thing we want won't be there tomorrow.
So I'm Sergeant enough, but how do we do it?
There's only one way. We'll lure some of those policemen away from the building. You'll have to slip through at the right moment.
How do we lure them? And how do I get out once I'm in?
Getting out will be a problem for you to solve. You're slippery enough to manage it. We'll lure them away from the building by setting this car on fire.
Lord blimey.
We've got to work fast. You get going. The driver and I will take care of the car. The moment those policemen see it go up in flames, some of them will run over. That's when you get into the building.
It ain't going to be easy, Widow.
Nothing important is easy. Remember that. I'll be waiting at the apartment for you. Get going.
Righto.
Goodbye and good luck.
I'll be seeing you, I hopes.
Slipping into the darkness, the little Cockney moves silently along a tree-bordered street, creeping closer and closer to the huge granite museum building, where, standing on the steps of the main entrance, is Clark Kent, conversing with Police Sergeant Mulrooney.
The chances are nothing will happen, Sergeant, but we just want to make certain.
Sure, and it's like me old lady Bridget's always after saying. A pound of prevention, she says, is worth an ounce of cure. Or is it the other way around?
Well, either way will do. I imagine it'll be safe enough to send the men back to headquarters at dawn. I'm really sorry we had to bring them out, but it just couldn't be helped.
What are we after guarding, Mr. Kent?
It's nothing of any real value, Sergeant, except that it has the...
What's that on the next block?
It looks like a fire.
It ain't nothing else but an automobile. Adams, Clancy, O'Brien, get over there and see what's doing.
Okay, yes, sir.
Donovan, get to a firebox and ring an alarm on the double.
Hey, Sergeant, maybe I can help.
Go ahead if you wish. I'll stay here and keep an eye on things.
I'll be right back.
Unsuspecting, Clark Kent hurries in the direction of the burning car, his only thought that his help may be needed in rescuing whomever may be trapped in the fire. But no sooner is he out of sight than a shadowy figure slips into the place vacated by the absent policeman and, hugging the museum wall, moves along silently on cat-like feet until he reaches the delivery entrance to the building. There, a single officer is on guard. Stilling up behind him, the Cockney Sniggers presses the sharp point of a knife into the small of the policeman's back.
Hey, what the? Don't you move, you're a dead un. The knife's just long enough to reach your heart, and I knows how to get it there. Now keep your hands down at your sides and back slowly toward the door. Now, not a peek now. All right, hold up. I've got to get this here door open. Now keep your lips buttoned. Now, this key ought to do it. Ain't no lock, it don't open. Now, still, copper, don't try nothing. Let's see now. There, does it? It's all right, she's open. Step inside, copper. We're taking a little tour of the museum, you and me, for educational purposes, you might say.
With a steel blade pressed against his back, the helpless policeman can only follow instructions. Stepping into the delivery corridor, he hears the door close behind him. The Scarlet Widow has struck, and one strand of the deadly web she is weaving for Superman has been spun. Will Sniggers find the piece of kryptonite? We'll return in a moment with more tense excitement. But first, here again is our good friend.
Yes, Pep Gang, more exciting news about that new Kellogg's Pep Sundial wristwatch with a regular strap for your wrist. And news about how you can get one, too. You see, this Swell instrument is just the thing you've been waiting for some real sport. You let nature and the sun help you tell time. And it's really easy. You just aim the pointer on the sundial wristwatch due north. The sun casts the pointer's shadow on the dial, showing the hour of the day. And you can read off the hour quick as a flash. What a grand time you and the rest of the gang can have with this shiny aluminum wrist piece. Now, here's how you get it. Send in 2 box tops marked top from packages of that super delicious whole wheat flake cereal, Kellogg's Pep, along with 10 cents in cash and your name and full address, clearly printed to Superman, Box 157, Battle Creek, Michigan. Send in today.
And now, back to the adventures of Superman. The Scarlet Widow's flaming automobile is now a mass of water-soaked junk on the street, and the fire engines have left the scene. Clark Kent, back on the museum steps with Sergeant Mulrooney, and unaware that Sniggers has gained entrance to the building, is strangely puzzled.
You know, that car was empty. No sign of a driver.
It might have been a stolen car, and when it took fire, the feller beat it.
Yes, that's possible, but I don't know. I just got a funny feeling there's more to it than that.
What do you mean?
Everything was all right back here, wasn't it?
Yeah, quiet as a church mouse.
I guess I'm wrong, then. I just had the feeling
Excuse
that...
me, Sergeant.
Yes, what is it, Mike?
You didn't see Halloran around, did you?
Halloran? No, the last I saw of him, he was over at the side of the building at the delivery entrance.
Well, he's not there now, and we've only got 49 men.
But what are you talking about?
Sergeant.
Yes, Kent?
Someone got into the museum and took Halloran with him. And, great Scott, he's got the kryptonite.
Startled, the police sergeant stares at Clark Kent in evident disbelief. But Kent is right, for even as he speaks, the X-ray eyes of Superman have pierced the granite walls of the building and are watching Sniggers, the Cockney, lift the jagged green glowing piece of kryptonite from a jimmied vault in the basement. Now only the guns of the police can stop the Scarlet Widow's emissary, for Superman is helpless. What will happen? Tomorrow's episode is the most exciting you've ever heard, so don't miss it. Tune in, same time, same station, and follow the adventures of Superman.
Faster than a speeding bullet. More powerful than a locomotive. Able to leap tall buildings at a single bound.
Look, up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman.
Fellas and girls, be sure to follow the adventures of Superman. Brought to you every day, Monday through Friday, same time, same station, by the makers of that super delicious cereal, Kellogg's Pep. And for other thrilling adventures of Superman, see your local newspaper. Superman is also a copyrighted feature appearing in Superman DC publication.
Well, that'll wrap up this edition of the Bat-Supe Swell Prizes Saga, Reheated. Thank you for listening. Be sure to listen next time, fellows and girls, as we'll learn more about the Bat-Supers Club and find out what's next for Superman, Kryptonite, and the world. Until then, up, and
Truth is stranger than fiction. And this is the proof. This is REHEATED. Believe it or not.
A weird shipment of mail was sent to Hernando Cortez, conqueror of Mexico, in 1520. It was posted in Veracruz and carried a distance of 200 miles to Mexico City. The mail, wrapped as parcels, loaded on the backs of ordinary letter carriers, was delivered 96 hours later. What was in the mail bags? 6 live soldiers caught in an abortive plot to overthrow Cortez. Believe it or not.